So we're going to have a look at using Scrivener to hold, as I develop it, to hold the contents of a little tutorial on creating a logline and a tagline for your story. Now you can see here on the screen I've already started by creating a logline, a new project, edit and create project, and I've started with logline. Now there's the logline. There's a bit of text in there because that's come up in the draft. You can see under the binder, Logline and Tagline, and some of the detail that's in there. Now, a logline gives the gist of your book in a sentence. It tells the who, the what, and the why of your story. So when someone asks you what your book is about, you'll probably give them your logline. A tagline is something different. It's related to it, but it's a catchphrase. This is what draws the reader in. It's the high concept idea behind your book. The tagline is what might be on the front cover of your book. The tagline doesn't really give any plot or character development. Its job is to evoke emotion. Writing a logline and a tagline for your work in progress is a great exercise. This exercise will force you to distill your story down. So let's start with the logline, shall we? Who is your main character? Where does the story take place? What's the situation? Why does it matter? And how does the character solve the problem? Sorry, not who, but how. So here's an example I've put together using the Inaminka affair. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 1, who is your main character? A young female lawyer. Number 2, where does the story take place? The UK and Australia. Number 3, what's the situation? Number 3, the young woman is sent to Australia to close a cattle property deal, where she encounters a very handsome owner and an international criminal gang. Number 4, the young woman finds her resolve to put The young woman finds her resolve to put career first before personal feelings is weakening. And number 5, she returns to the UK convinced that she has done the right thing and stuck by her resolve. So, a few little errors there. Let me just go back and correct that. Done. Get rid of the keyboard. Now, what's the situation? Which is number 5. The who, what, where, when and how. So, now let's put it all together in one complete sentence. A London lawyer finds herself sent to Australia to close a deal, and while there falls in love with the owner as he rescues her from international criminals. See, that long sentence gives us an idea of who the main character is. And the tagline? Much simpler, but just as difficult to work out. So a tagline might be, the Australian outback is a lonely place. Let me give you some examples. Turn the page here. What emotion do you want the reader to feel when they read your book? This is your tagline. If it's a scary story, then we all know the Jaws 2 tagline. Just when you thought it was safe to go in the water. Tagline. It's from Jaws 2. From the Notebook is a romance. Behind every great love is a great story. Tagline. What about pre-teen angst? From the book Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. The tagline is, growing up is tough. Period. And is it gritty? Well, everybody should know Gone with the Wind. The tagline? Tomorrow is another day. Once you realise what you want your readers to feel, come up with 5 or 6 different taglines. Play around with them. They don't have to actually tell much about your story at all. They just have to make the reader feel something. Now that's really good advice.